Hello, it's me. So I gave away some of the candy to Bones when we had our Splat. Hey buddy. Gave away some of the candy to Bones when we on our girls trip, but we still have a lot here for when Bones comes to visit. So we have a stockpile, essentially, is what's happening. I keep like going and munching on like the little. Okay, see, no, I don't think we need a second package. I do appreciate that though. I like having some candy on tap. No, I've been going and eating like the little coffee crisp like ball things. Don't make it weird. How's it going, guys? They're pretty good. They remind me of I don't know if you guys have them in Canada, the little crunch bars, but it's like the little crunch clusters. They remind me of those, which I really like. When I used to go to like the movie theaters as a kid, that's like what I would get. Top tier. I love me some coffee crisp. So I got like a really bad bloody nose yesterday, and I feel like I still have like blood crusted on my septum piercing. I went to we were on a walk with Maisie, and I like bent down to pick up her shit, because if you don't pick up your dog shit, you're gross, and I'm judging you. I bent down and I just felt it. I felt it start, and I was like, oh no. A little bit of crusty septum, it's okay. It's alright. And then we were like halfway through our walk, and we had to turn around because Macy's kind of reactive. She's a pretty reactive dog. And there was these people that were like just stopped down the road. They were just like standing there with their dog. And I was like, hello, can you like move? Because I know that if we walk by another dog, Macy's gonna start barking. She wouldn't know what to do, like if she actually got loose, but she just likes barking. That's why you'll hear her bark occasionally, is because it's usually a dog walking by. But yeah, so we were like halfway through our walk, and I had a bloody nose, and I could feel it like dripping down my throat. So I kept having to spit because I didn't want to swallow blood. That's another thing I don't like doing. I don't like just like spitting. I think that's gross. Trials and tribulations. Anyway, I hope everyone's Monday's going good. Mine was pretty uneventful. The Hawk Toit, but it's just blood. Power move to spit blood at that dog walker, though. I was saying if anyone really wanted my DNA, they'd have a field day going around my neighborhood just finding all the blood splatter from me spitting on our way back to the house. You faint at the sight of... So, I have a question. Here's a follow-up question for you, Cookie. Is it your own blood or like any blood? Because I have a thing. I don't mind gore. I don't mind gore. Or anything like that. I don't mind seeing blood coming from another person, but seeing my own blood leave my body makes me... I fainted once or twice having to like have blood taken, because just seeing my own blood leave my body, I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. Stay in there. You're not meant to leave my body. Which is funny, and I always get like the comment when I go and give blood and I have to like look away. Everyone's like, you have so many tattoos and you can't stand needles, and I'm like, it's not the needle. I can look at the needle entering my skin. It's seeing the blood leave my body that I'm like, ugh. Or with fake blood I can handle, but real blood makes me queasy. I passed out during a blood test. All I heard is the oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've passed out a couple of times. I passed out a couple of times, and I remember, so I had my old doctor back in New York, like, who was like my primary, who had been my primary since like I was like 18 and like couldn't go to the pediatrician anymore. He was doing blood work on me, and he was like, "Are you feeling okay? You got very pale." And I was like, and he forced me to lay down, and I was like, "Oh, buddy." And then I just remember it going black, and then me waking up and him being like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, thanks. Nurse stuck me 4 times to take blood the other day before she could draw enough for my labs. I hate that. I've had that a couple of times where, like, you know, they tell you to fast before, like, a surgery. So I've fasted before a surgery, and then they weren't able to stick me with the IV because I was so dehydrated that my veins were just, like, non-existent. Does everyone know their blood type? Why do you want to know? I actually don't know my blood type. Oh, positive. Is that the universal one? It's about to smack someone's city. The road to 1 mil unmod continues. Sorry to, yeah, I don't like needles. I don't like needles entering my body and taking my blood out. I'm okay with them like entering my body and putting ink in. That's fine. A positive. I don't know that I've ever been told my blood type. Oh, negative is the universe. Oh, okay. I knew it was an O one. Also, welcome on in, Ready Comics Roll. I also always feel weird, and this is because you just came into chat. I always feel weird, like when people have like different usernames on different forums. Fang! Welcome on in, Fang. How was your stream? How was Baldur's Gate? What were you up to? Were you doing Dark Urge? Hello, Raiders. We're just getting started. We're chit-chatting. We're yapping. How is it? How does it go? A raid? Welcome on in, guys. Hi. If you don't know me, I'm Myriad, or Miri. We do a lot on this channel. We do a myriad of things on this channel, including art, variety, gaming, as well as TTRPG content. Right now, we're playing Dragon Age 2. We did some evil deeds, indeed. Nothing too crazy today, though. I'm good. I'm good. We're yapping about blood right now. So I feel like you came in at the right time. I think Ad is trying to collect people's information for some nefarious reasons. He wants to know everyone's blood type. I get an ultrasound next week, then a colonoscopy at the end of September. They won't let me live stream it. Hey Dan, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hello, Buttface. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Feel the love. Feel the love. Yeah, I have no idea what my blood type is. I feel like they just do, like, if I need blood, though, they can just, like, do a test if I'm in need of blood. So I'm not that worried about it, right? Right? Probably find that. No, I think they could just do a test. If I'm like, I need blood, I feel like they could just be like, they just stick me and then they're like, oh, she needs AB or whatever the fuck. I know in Japan blood types have personality. They do. If you need blood, they'll have to take more to run the test, though. I don't think they take a significant amount. It's not like they're taking, like, vials of my blood. I'm pretty sure it's just, like, a little stick. How long it takes for them to get the results? Well, here's my thing. If I'm in need of blood, for whatever reason, right? I probably am not going to be conscious anyway, so I wouldn't be able to tell them anyway. If you're in need of it, isn't any amount significant? I mean, also, can't they just give me the universal type then if they don't know? Right? I have a card in my wallet that declares my blood type. Is that normal? Is that a normal thing? Hey, unknown. They could, but it's always in demand because people not knowing. Let's put some gasoline in there. I'm sure, yeah. Throw some spit in there, it's fine. I drive for a living, it's recommended. Alright, that's fair. I don't leave my house, so... I don't leave my house. Yeah, coffee IV, hell yeah. I got my coffee for you. Hey, Bull, how's it going? My blood is gas. Scythia is Lightning McQueen. Confirmed. The only time I leave my house is to spit blood it. Yeah. Fenris's blood type is lyrium. That's me being a fuckboy at Fenris. He won't like it. It's fine. See, we're gonna try to romance Fenris, but if he starts not liking the choices I'm making, I will be looking at a guide. So... I want to fuck the sad boy elf. Sad boy fuckboy hours. It's, you know... I was also, today I was cleaning my apartment because, if you guys don't know, Bones is coming. We're going to be going to PAX West this week. So I was cleaning my apartment, and what I cleaned under my sink because I was really worried that she was going to look under my sink. So we organized under the sink today. Interesting moment to join the stream. I want to fuck the sad boy elf. I mean, that's my brand. Hey, Bull. Yeah, I know. Well, I told her that I was cleaning under my sink because of the fear I have of her looking under my sink, and then she confirmed she indeed was going to go look in under my sink and then go through all of my drawers. I'm not cleaning out my drawers. That seems like a nightmare. You guys do not want to know what the utensil drawer looks like in my house. Nightmare. Bones would do that, true. Hey, Justinius. God knows what's... It's just like all my cleaning products. This is my kitchen sink. My bathroom sink is another story. Yeah, so I've been slowly cleaning up around the apartment, which is also nice because we're gonna be like moving in a couple of months. So I'm also kind of preemptively cleaning and organizing stuff, which is nice. Hey, Duro! You're 16 months, man. How's it going? Yeah, some shout outs going to... Yeah, we're just moving upstairs, which is nice. It's not like a treacherous move, but it is... when I think about all of the shit that is packed in this tiny little apartment, it gives me anxiety. She'll check to see if you're keeping your toaster on the side or in a cupboard. Fun fact, we don't have a toaster. But if we did have a toaster, it would be on the counter. We have a toaster oven, so please don't send me a toaster. I do not need any more kitchen appliances right now. I do not want a toaster. Unless, never mind. I shouldn't make that joke on stream. I always come into this room when something's going on. Hydro! Don't send Joel one either. We have a toaster oven. When we move upstairs, then you can send us a toaster. And I would like a yellow one. Needs a bread maker. Oh. So like the thing I'm like kind of excited about is, so we don't have like a full kitchen. We don't have like a stove or an oven. We have like a little cooktop that we use, a little cap cooktop. And then like the toaster oven is sort of the oven that we use when we need to like bake something. But I like baking. I like baking a lot. Like that's like my thing. I used to bake all the time. During like Christmas time, I used to bake like 1,000 cookies. And then I would like get little tins, and I would pack up tins, and I would send them to people, or like give them away to like my coworkers and friends. And I haven't been able to do that the last like 2 Christmases, so I'm excited at the prospect of maybe being able to do that this Christmas. Yes, I bake pies. That was like my thing. That was my thing for like all of the holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. I would bake like an apple or a pumpkin pie. I like making apple pies. Apple pies are my favorite. You have we don't have an air fryer either. But I think the toaster oven has like an air fryer like setting. I might just be lying. I think I'm lying. What the fuck is a toaster oven? So it's kind of just like a mini oven. It's like a countertop oven, essentially. But it can toast things, you can bake things, you can broil things. There's a setting for bagels, which is very important. We do that. My wife feels like she needs to outdo herself every year. I say, Bo, I'm the same way. I'm like, what other cookies can I make? How many more can I make? Crazy. Teach me to make pie. Oh, dude. If I can get it set up, I would totally do like an IRL, like me baking a pie stream. I would totally do that. And you can see like the mess that I make. My diabetes says no to pies or sweets in general, but who am I to listen to that crap? Don't worry about it. Why you take medication? When you start a GoFundMe to get Myriad an actual cooker. So fun fact, we are gonna probably replace all of the appliances upstairs when we move, so that is going to be pricey. Yeah, I want a vintage toaster. Hi Glass, how's it going? Please don't break Fenris's heart. I don't want to. I want to give him smooches. Mwah, mwah. 4 slices. I think I would just need like I would just need to figure out how to do it. Like how to set up, like, do I just stream from my phone? Like, do I just hope that Wi-Fi is fine? I'll have to look at it. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, I want a toaster later. Not right now. I'm doing all right. We're just yapping. They're upping my Ozempic to 2 milligrams from 1 milligram since I have no self-control when it comes to carbs. Love that. Oh, this is a Garrus t-shirt. It says Garrus in like heavy metal font, and then it's just a collage of Garrus. Laptop counter camera. I do have a laptop, but it's kind of old. I could probably like clean it out and like get it working in working condition again. I'm sure I could figure it out. I think that would be fun. Do like a little holiday bake with Miri stream. And before Myriad and Joel get 5 toasters. If I get 5 toasters, I will be giving away 4 of them. So be on the lookout for that stream. What does your streamer do for giveaways? Do they give away toasters? I will be keeping yours. Did you send me it? That's beautiful. That's a beautiful toaster. I need to DM you. Yeah, I have another one. I have another one. I think it's from the same person. It's a soulless one. I haven't worn it yet because I'm waiting until I start Inquisition. I'm waiting until I start Inquisition to wear my soulless shirt. I haven't worn it like at all. It's just been sitting like in the basket. Dime Quasi. I loved Inquisition. Inquisition was... So... I really like Inquisition, and I have the most hours in Inquisition, but I think like story-wise and stuff, I do like Origins the most. What else do you need for your household? You don't want to know. So we're gonna be buying a new refrigerator. And this is obviously like just like stuff I'm like, I have to dip into my savings for. A new refrigerator, a new oven. And then upstairs, so the oven is separate from like the stove, from the cooktop. So we have to buy an oven. We're doing a double oven and then a cooktop for like the actual like stove part. And then maybe dishwasher. No, I think I have General Electric ones picked out. Man, fridge, yeah. You have a dish. Listen. No, the dishwasher is called Myriad. I wash pretty much all the dishes in the house. We don't have a dishwasher down here, like an actual like dishwasher. So I have been washing all of the dishes by hand for 2.5 years. So I am very excited to have a dishwasher. Go Bosch. I think, yeah, we've been looking into like, this is like how I know I'm like hey guys, welcome to my stream. Let's talk about fucking kitchen appliances. Hey, Duff. How's it going? How are you, Duff? Do you have plenty of towels? We do have a lot of towels, but they don't match really. Dishwasher? What is wrong with that? I'm an adult. I get excited. Me too. I spent like 2 hours like a week or two ago, like on Lowe's or something, just going through and reading. Cause I'm the type of person that I read all of the reviews. And if I see a bad review, I go and I look and see if it's a common problem. Just what I expected when I tuned in. Dishwashing. We have a bot. Well. So, Bull, funnily enough, Joel and I were looking at the cafe fridges. We were actually looking at the ovens. Because the ovens are like, they're really, really nice. They're really nice looking. However, the reviews are not very good, especially for the double oven. So I was looking, and like a lot of people say that like the touch interface it like fritzes, and that's scary when you think about like that happening with an oven. I always look at, yeah, Cynthia, I'm the same way. I look at one bad review and I'm like, well, I'm not buying it now. Hey Ken, welcome on in. That's because you're old. Get excited about scotch. When we replace our washer and dryer, we're going speed queen. I've never heard of that before. I don't think we have to, yeah, I think we're just replacing like all of the kitchen. That's like the main thing, really. That's going to be like the big expense, is replacing all of the appliances upstairs. And obviously like we're going to be like redecorating and repainting. We're kind of going to be redoing the office that I'm going to be in first, since like I don't want to like have it super inhibit like stream. So you'll probably see me like in like a different space with this still there, if we don't get the office looking nice before I'm able to stream again. But you're not old. Look at me. I'm 32 years old and I was born in 1992, but without my facial hair I look like I'm 17. I think that's actually like not a bad thing though, you know? Like, I would rather look young for my age than old for my age. Although I feel like I look like I'm 31. But that's weird to say, because I still feel like I'm 27, because 2020 wasn't a real year for me. We are getting rid of a bunch of stuff when we move across country and rebuying when we get to AZ. We've done that before. Sithy, that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure it's one of those like, it's one of those things where it's like, you would rather get rid of it than have to deal with figuring out how to bring it with you. I feel that. Like, I would rather get rid of stuff. If I had to move back to New York, If Joel and I decided we were gonna go live in New York, I'd be like, we just sell everything. We'll buy everything. We'll buy everything when we get there. I don't want to have to get a U-Haul and drive across country. No, thank you. When I shave everything, I only look 53. I shave my beard and look like a thumb. I win. You look like I'm 31, you bitch. I shave my beard and lose it. Yeah, rather rebuy than pay movers to move it. Because, like, at that point, like, especially if you're going to be moving essentially across country, it's going to be, like, thousands of dollars. Which is crazy. Definitely playing as an elf. Same. I will be playing as an elf in Veilguard. And if you guys don't know, we're restreaming onto YouTube, so I am also looking at YouTube chat as well. I will be playing as an elf. Elven mage. I don't know what faction though I'm gonna be choosing yet. It's gonna be kind of up in the air. I need to know more. I need to know more about the factions before I choose. We're moving the smaller stuff, but they are going to be moving the heavy ass bed and bigger stuff. Yeah. Fuck that. Like, if we had to like move somewhere, like that wasn't just upstairs, I'd be like, we're paying for movers because I'm not dealing with it. I would rather not. Thanks, Cookie. Now, if we have multiplayer in Veilguard, I think we're going to be stuck for a long time, dude. I don't think that they're doing multiplayer in Veilguard. I think that they've said that it's only going to be single player. My bed is so heavy that I can't even lift the end of it. Our bed's super heavy. It's got like the vibrator and it like moves up and down. Also, Mike, I was just looking on Etsy to see where I had bought this shirt. The store is no longer open on Etsy. Which is wild because I bought it like a month or two ago. I also bought Joel a tarnished like heavy metal shirt, and that also, the seller also is not selling. So I'm wondering if like they maybe got in trouble and had to close down the shop. Interesting. I know I'm choosing Warrior, Grey Warden, or the Crows. Kind of want to go the Crows. I love the Crows, so I'm kind of leaning towards the Crow. I know that I'm not gonna do the Veil Jumpers. Warden, I feel like because I technically already, we already played a Warden in Origins, so I'm like, maybe I don't want to play a Warden just because I've already played a Warden. I maybe want to play something different. Shadow Dragon is also a contender currently. Sounds like a resell. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Ad. I'm from the mid-90s. Would you wear me, Sithy? Ad. You and my size. Oh, man. All right. We're gonna start up and stop yapping. Let me get... Start up Steam. You're gonna probably roll with Warden? Hell yeah. Let me out. Oh, no, ow. I'm fine, don't worry, guys. I'm okay. Oh no, Ad. Veilguard factions. Also, have we not mentioned I was talking about it the other day. And I was talking about how I'm interested to know, I want to know what happened. Why is Morgan wearing a modified version of Flemeth's crown? Why? Tell me why, BioWare, but don't tell me. I don't want spoilers. I probably, yeah, I think right now, the Antivan Crows, Shadow Dragons, and maybe Mournwatch are kind of up there for me. I think it kind of depends on what I want to do in terms of specialization. I am thinking Spellblade. So I think I might go Antivan Crows since I'm kind of thinking of doing Spellblade. Spellblade Mage. And then me and Lucanus can, you know? Because I'm probably just, I already know I'm romancing Lucanus. They gave me a sad boy. Bad boy. They gave me a bad boy. I need to romance the bad boy. Lucanus, these nuts. Got him. Got me. She's loading. She's gonna be loud. What are you talking about? That another full screen application. Oh. Let's see. I see the issue. No. Options. Video. Screen. Settings. Alright. Hi, Chunky! How's it going? How are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Or I guess be Lucanis, these nuts. Lucanis nuts. I'm romancing that hot female mage woman, Neve or Nev. I don't remember if her name is Neve or Nev. Are you gonna replay the series, Mike? Yeah. Romancing ad. Good luck. I don't want to hear about my I feel like ad's my nemesis. But like in a fun way. Pursue. You know? Oh, my freaking... I know Joel is doing the dailies on our little mobile game that we play together. I just know he's doing the daily. That bitch. Got food and keeping the dog company since he doesn't feel it. Aw, man. I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. I wish you a speedy recovery. Wait, what was we doing? I think we was going to... a barrel. What you got? No. I don't have high enough willpower. No, I think that you're my nemesis, right? I feel like we're nemesis, but like fun. Fun nemesis. Nemesis. Messiah. Nemesis. Nemesis. Yeah, sibling energy. Trinkets monger. That's an interesting word. I don't want to buy anything right now. I don't know why I keep going and looking at stuff. Go away.
From the highest heights of Mount Davros is travel. I come here a lot. Better than being cooped up with
The warden seemed like rubs me the wrong way. I like Davern. I think Davern's gonna be really cool. I'm excited to see like what their storyline is. I like pretty much all of the companions so far that they've revealed. I think so far Tosh, the Canary, is actually the one that I'm like kind of about. I think it's just because we've gotten a lot about the other companions and we haven't gotten a whole lot about her. So, I thought I was your nemesis. I'm disappointed. You're just the troll that haunts me, Bull. Which I guess is my nemesis.
You hear about the Amaranthine traitors? Who?
Got a butt. Stop looking at my hawk's butt.
Against the Warden Commander. A truly stellar idea.
Weirdo.
If you know anything about her.
Freak.
We caught most of the conspirators, but a few fled by sea and came here. We're offering a bounty.
Okay. Is this legal?
And the city guard is all right with me killing foreign nobles?
We tried getting permission. Lots of bowing, lots of flowery phrases, and a great deal of nothing from the Viscount. I came here to do a job. So if the Viscount gets his precious feelings hurt, he can
Stop looking at me first.
Commander.
Do you think Anders is still alive in Velgard?
Sounds like the Warden Commander could be deposed if she's not careful.
True. The Amaranthine nobles are still a trifle upset about the whole burning down of their city.
I don't think that they're gonna address that.
Trading costers,
Just because
just fine.
it's something that, I mean, maybe they might address it. Just because it is dependent upon your playthrough. I also think that we know that Anders is a Grey Warden. So about 20 years has passed from I believe about 20 years. 20 years has passed from Origins to Veilguard. So it's actually like, if he's still alive, it's very likely he might be hearing the calling as well, and he might have just like went to the deep roads and, you know. Same with the Warden. I think, you know, if we don't find out, I don't think we're gonna find out what happened to the Warden. And I think it's very likely that the Warden's dead. Just keep, oh, I think the Warden will be just fine. I'm in.
Tell me what I need to know.
Here's a list of names and descriptions. Anytime you end one of the bastards.
Okay, I gotta ask, you know when Bones was talking like a demon the other night during her birthday stream, did she do that? We all did that. Sithy. To each other. Take the Warden out back, Old Yeller style. R.I.P. Warden. This. Yeah. Sergeant.
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the carter's coffers.
New codex. Them on vacation together is a day. We literally were just little goblins. Goblins in the woods. It was a beautiful thing, honestly. It was beautiful and wondrous. The Carta. The castless dwarves of Orzammar have few prospects. Consigned to live in a crumbling ruin on the social and economic fringes of the mighty dwarven capital, most resort to begging, prostitution, or crime. Just as all rivers eventually join the sea, all castless who turn to crime eventually become part of the Carta. The hero of Ferelden decimated the ranks of this ancient gang while rallying the dwarves to join in the battle against the archdemon Erythamiel. Unable to recover the power they once had in Orzammar, they turned their attention topside, using groups of surface-dwelling dwarves to smuggle weapons, lyrium, surface luxuries, people, and other goods between Orzammar and human lands. Despite the flow of business, its members are still desperate and violent. With no strong leader to rein in their excesses, they have little sense of dwarven honor, and freely break their word, double-cross allies, and renege on deals. From the Stone and her children, dwarves of the Dragon Age. Oh, they said it. Oh. by Brother Jenna TV.
They must be stopped.
Thanks, Quachaw! Thanks for lurking. Just need Creep to go. It was me, Bones, and Creep in the woods together, along with our friend Amanda. We were all in the woods together.
Are the righteous, the lights in the shadow, in their blood?
Scary thing in the woods didn't have them trapped in the cabin. They had the scary things trapped in the woods. But it doesn't tell. Shh. Shh. They listen. I was fighting for my life in that fight. Okay. We were struggling. All right, what is this? Okay, Gamlen's house. Let's go to the Hangman. Do you remember that the letter the warden gives to the Inquisitor saying, "I am fine. I'm just looking to prevent the calling from bothering everybody ever again"? Yeah, but we don't really know what happened. The warden. I kind of want, like, I'm probably in the minority here where I don't want the warden to come back. I don't know that I even want to know what happens to the warden.
It never happened. It was all a Ferelden ploy.
Hi, Varric.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the
And you
deep
summon,
roads.
listen, the snakes thing fucked me up.
To the right
I have nightmares
We need a good
where there's just snakes around me. I hate snakes. I don't like snakes.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon
With my
sitting
coffee.
in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a great
I don't want to. I don't want to talk to this man.
Warriors don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he
This is going to be the playthrough where I actually discovered that I actually like Anders. I'm calling it now.
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Fine, let's do it your way.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
Sir Pounce a lot. I
Missing
know.
is why I'm here. Supposedly, this
He's gonna get me. I know he's gonna get me. I despise when previous player characters just get unceremoniously tossed, though. I get that. I think
Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
I think the problem that you kind of face, because the hero of Ferelden, the Grey Warden, Warden Commander, whatever, is such an iconic character for the Dragon Age series, and people feel very deeply for their characters in the Dragon Age series, and this is kind of a lot for a lot of things, like for even for like Mass Effect, for the Mass Effect series, a lot of the times people feel very deeply about their shepherds, and I think the same can be said for like the Warden Commander, for their Hawk, for the Inquisitor. And I think that if BioWare were to give a definitive, this is what happened to the Warden, I think it would be doing a disservice to a lot of the fans. I think that sort of ambiguity of, hey, Warden just sort of disappeared. They went west looking for a cure to the calling. And then we don't really hear about the Warden. I think that is honestly that is the best way you can leave it. It's open-ended, where people can kind of insert what they think happened to the Warden. Because I think that you're going to have people on all sides, regardless of what, you know, if we learn what happens to the Warden, we find out they're alive, or we learn that they're dead, or that something else has happened to them. You're going to have people on all sides not liking that. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. So I think leaving it pretty ambiguous is the best way to go. Beep. Thanks for the lurk, baby. Welcome on in. But I realized that he is the Warden Commander. Bros should be in Weishaupt doing their job. Sir, he's just abandoned his position. Not every rock needs to have something under it. Sometimes it's best to just imagine the bugs living. Yeah. I think for me at least, like, and I'm speaking like personally, I feel better having that ambiguous ending where I can kind of headcanon what I think has happened to my warden. Now my hawk, however, who I left in the fade. Oops. All right. Coming in late from Aw, thank you so much. Sadly need to sleep. Have fun with the game. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follow and thanks for chit-chatting while you could. Have a good sleep. They do make the warden show up. It'd be pretty cool hearing our warden actually talk for the first time. I know, because like the warden is the only protagonist that doesn't have like a voice. They sort of opened one too many can of worms with the mentions of the warden and Inquisition. Yeah, and I feel like they did it. They definitely, because it's obviously it's a side mission. It's not like a main mission or anything. And I think they did it for like that sort of fan service. But sometimes, you know, some things are just better left unsaid. The Grey Wardens. The First Blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishaupt, fortress in the desolate Anderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in numbers as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992 of the Tevinter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all of the armies in northern Thedas were lost to the fighting, but Dumat fell and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods, Dumat, Zazikel, Toth, Anderhal, Razikael, Lusakin, and Earthamiel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Patrine, Chantry Scholar. Okay. One thing I don't like is that you can't see through the walls like you could in Origins when there's stuff. History of Kirkwall, Chapter 1. It's difficult for many to comprehend today, but there was a time when Kirkwall was believed to be the very edge of the world. It was Emirius, then named after its founder, Magister Emirius Craven, and it was but one outpost on the very fringe of the Tevinter Imperium. There, the Magister's serfs worked the quarries for the jetstone needed for the mighty temples of Minrathous. After a slave rebellion nearly burned the temple to the ground in the great city, it was determined that a center for the slave trade would need to be established well away from the more civilized parts of the Imperium, though this account may be exaggerated since the notorious Archon Venarius Isar narrowly escaped assassinations at the hands of elven slave at the time. Because the new slave outpost would become wealthy beyond imagining, competition among prospects reportedly took over 20 years to resolve, resulting in great bloodshed in the frontier, well away from the Archon's eyes. Magisters took arms against Magister, mostly in the form of small armies of serfs and mercenaries. Over half the slaves in the existence allegedly died in these battles before Emirius was finally chosen thanks to the marriage of Craven's son to the Archon's daughter. Within a mere decade, the mighty fortress was erected on the cliffs where Kirkwall now stands. Over 1 million slaves passed through its gates before the Imperium eventually fell, an unimaginable number by today's standards. The Craven family itself became patrons of the next 3 Archons and was one of the driving forces behind the extension of the Imperial highways into Ferelden Valley, a move that would cost them considerable political influence after the resistance of the Alamari tribes. During its height, Emirius was jeweled to rival the mightiest of the Imperial cities and the greatest center of civilization outside of Tevinter. From Kirkwall, the City of Chains, by Brother Genitivi, 924 Dragon. Who sleeps? Who sleeps? Hello, Bones. Hello, baby. Isn't that crazy? We just saw each other. That's crazy. And now we're seeing each other again. Let's see. Give me things. I want things. I washed my brushes and I have packed too much. Are you gonna do a check bag? I still need to do wash my brushes. I have to clean the apartment a little bit more. I'm being crazy. Hello, talkative man.
What are you looking at? Are you one of them?
I am. There's no way I'm not. I think it's just easier sometimes to just check a bag because, like, I stress myself out, like, thinking that I need to, like, fit everything in my carry-on.
Looking at me. What's your issue now, little hawk? Don't call. Just don't, all right? You're looking for
Hey, Nora.
fodder for your stories. Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
Any news?
What's the word on the street?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say.
I mean, that's fine. I have so much shampoo. I have Tresemme shampoo. And if anything, if you don't like the shampoo I have, we could just buy like you a thing of shampoo. What else?
Any other news?
There's an expedition heading to the deep roads, and every sword and his dog wants in on it.
What else?
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weird, huh? What kind of sick individual...
Not washing my hair
plays
until
knows
Saturday
such
due to
thing?
the recent die. Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Hi. Welcome on in.
John,
Gather your party. I have my party already. Thank you, though. Let's just go to Lowtown because I know we had 2 things to do. It's semi-permanent. I won't make your shower look like a... Listen,
Still
my
think you're
shower...
helping while bearing us in debt to your brother.
My shower endured when I had pink hair.
Saddle while bitching at your betters.
So...
Drinks later.
Never miss 'em.
Would you like to make a donation to the chantry?
Not gonna lie, her fit kind of goes fucking hard.
Thanks, Mother. But you're welcome to that if you wish.
Yeah, my party... My shower...
Closer. No
I still
reason
have my
down
pink
here.
shampoo in my shower.
If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him.
Hey, buddy. Hello. Oh, awkward. Fuck it, we ball. Oh.
How about you? Go down!
Aw, my brother went down. If they make another Mass Effect, I would like a party preset system so I don't have to pick the same 2 peeps anytime I start a mission. Same. Do you also... Yeah, I do have a hard time throwing away shampoo and conditioner. And I don't have pink... I don't plan on having my hair pink at any point either. And yet... I still have my pink shampoo from 3 years ago. Come on.
Come on. Can't keep this up.
There we go. What dimensions did you use for your All We've Lost map? I think I just used like 1920 by 1080. I have my blue dye shampoo too. Got a new bottle of conditioner like 2 weeks before I shaved. Now it just sits there judging me. I don't have hair, so no. Okay, so I know I have at least 2 bald people in chat now. What do you guys do? Do you guys just like soap it up? Like, do you just like soap? Do you wash your head? Do you care? Bar of soap first. Ouch. No, I use shampoo. I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, I wash. Probably need sunscreen to prevent sunburn when not wearing a hat. Yes, actually, this is my PSA to everyone. Everyone should wear sunscreen all the time. Even when you're indoors. Wear sunscreen, guys. It's very important. Here. Then I use my beard / face wash as well. Some people tell me I should still use shampoo. I feel like you probably don't need shampoo. Unless like your scalp has like an issue. I feel like if you got like a little scalp issue, maybe some dandruff. Maybe, but never go outside, never have to wear it. No, you still have to wear it. I said so. Writing desk. Bait and switch. Hawk, a dwarf named Anzo contacted the Red Iron looking for contract work. Wish I could take him up on it, but we've pressing business, so I recommended you. The dwarf plays well, so don't be a fool and miss out. Look for Anzo in Lowtown Bazaar at night if you're interested. Hawk, you are a pain in the ass to deal with, but a bloody talented one. If you get sick of being just another unemployed refugee in this shithole, maybe we can grab a drink. If there's any odd jobs my boys can't handle, I'll send them your way. What? Jill just farted near me. I will take that toaster now, but I'm not going to use it for bread. I will say it involves me in a bathtub, though. Break. Storage. Hello, mother.
My children have been in servitude for a year.
One would thank you. I appreciate that.
Be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This isn't a dream.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will?
Damn, Gamelin.
If I could just see for myself.
Fucking bitch.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
All right, but I'd like to look at it.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
Gamelin is truly that like POS uncle that only shows up when like he needs money, and then he'll blow through the money buying like lottery tickets and cigarettes.
No family of good standing would ever marry into a line
You know?
of magic. When I chose your father,
I'm sure that experience is universal.
I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
He was the eagle and we were the flies. Why so defensive?
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen?
Hey, Blank, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, guys.
No one used
How was
to.
Returnal? What was that?
Used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Hey, Carver.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother, but some of what Gamlen says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else.
Carver, don't take the side of our
That's no way to live.
deadbeat uncle.
There it is.
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
You want a connection? This is where we'll find it.
Woman fears
The
the
once
sun.
mighty Amels? A bunch of slavers are
That's just
squatting
me.
on that dusty glory.
I fear the sun.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty
Carver's
drunk.
such a piss boy.
He was up to his neck and signed everything
He is.
over. That's who
Got to the
had
next boss
estate.
and died when they were in the magic pixel while using a weapon that
Apparently,
did
the
continuous
most
damage
extensive
pain.
wine cellar
Oh
in Kirkland
no.
is now a slave highway from the Undercity.
Dragon Age 2 is good. We're kind of just getting started. I think we're only like an hour or two into it.
That sounds like an arrangement that needs to change.
And what if it does? We still aren't important enough to actually live in the place.
I wish you could like pick what your siblings look like, because I don't want to look at this motherfucker, to be honest.
If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up.
Oh, by the way, I
But I
look,
do
there
feel
was no
like
Duraflame
hating
at
someone.
the. No, there's like nothing. No. It was very weird. We made it past the first boss, and by that I mean the character. Shut the fuck up.
One
Loud.
scrubbing brush.
Loud.
Used.
Damn, that's a thick book. The cardinal rules of magic. You must not be under the misimpression that magic is all-powerful. There are limits, and not even the greatest mages may overcome them. No one, for instance, has found any means of traveling, either over great distances or small ones, beyond putting one foot in front of the other. The immutable nature of the physical world. We've read this in Dragon Age Origins. We've read this in Origins already. Itch. Yeah, pulling a fast one on me, BioWare. So no, you may not simply pop over to Menrathis to borrow a cup of sugar, nor may you magic the essay you forgot in the apprentice dormitory to your desk. You will simply have to be prepared. Similarly, even when you send your mind into the Fade, your body remains behind. Only once has this barrier been overcome, and reputedly, the spell required 2/3 of delirium and Tevinter Imperium, as well as the lifeblood of several hundred slaves. The results were utterly disastrous. Finally, life is finite. A truly great healer may bring someone back from the very precipice of death when breath and heartbeat have ceased, but the spirit still clings to life. But once the spirit has fled the body, it cannot be recalled. There is no failing of your skills or power. It is simply reality. Nemesis title and wear it like a badge of honor. Yeah, did you think that the books didn't keep existing? No, I know that they kept existing, but like, give me fucking further information. Don't rehash things.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago. I feel itchy just looking at that thing.
All right, we're leaving. Carver was deaf adopted. Paul can see straight, so she's got that going for her. Tranquility. Darktown? Go to Hightown. And then we'll switch to night, I think. Joel has a fire going outside and it just makes me nervous. Hello, Worthy. Where am I going?
Keep moving.
He's burning some boxes So we get like just because like recycling and stuff only comes like once a week, so we only get like the
Sorry.
we always have like a stockpile of cardboard boxes. What the fuck? How do I get there? There we go. I know you guys can't see the map, but I was going in the wrong direction. Booming Rose. Ow.
And here we are in the brothel. My day is complete.
Hello.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
Oh, interesting. Interesting, Uncle. Interesting.
I heard you lost something. This it? I had never thought to see this again.
I'll go down here. Okay. Not gonna lie, the statues are creepy. Oh, awkward. Okay. Let me just. That's fine. Can I? Does it not want me to light fire indoors? Glug glug. There we go. Oh no, I didn't want to switch to him. This is bad. This is not gonna. This is bad news bears. This is bad news bears. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, oh no! Yeah, this is music in game. I don't know, Sithy. I am not winning. I am indeed not winning. What is this? Come on, Carver. Do something, Carver. All right, close up. Bing bong. We did it. That sure was interesting music that was playing, huh? I'll take it. Oh, a door. Oh. Okay. Goodbye. Let's go upstairs. Y'all fucking in here?
I can't do that.
Wait, you. That's...
You want me to do what? I don't think so.
You like jazz? I like most kinds of music, honestly. Jazz is pretty good.
I don't think I can do that.
Not likely.
Varric!
That's not really my thing. That's not really my
You're a rogue. What do you mean it's not your thing? Varric, you're useless to me. Give me something. Carpet is ruined. You can't remove bloodstains. Look at crime. The Neanderthals. The Neanderthals are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world, for two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaupt Fortress with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Everybody get club soda. Club soda.
The merchandise is up front.
What you got, Quintus? I don't... Hi. Hi, Gamlin. Interesting. Interesting, Gamlin.
Eldon, are you? We are not a charitable organisation,
Okay.
Sarah. If you cannot pay, you will have to take your lonely self elsewhere. Is that clear?
She thinks I'm poor.
2 sovereigns for premium service, 1 sovereign for standard service. 50 silver and someone may touch you. Briefly.
Okay, the 50 silver. No thanks.
I'm not interested.
Of course you aren't. Poverty had nothing to do with your decision, I'm sure.
Jesus. Ma'am. Just rude. Hurtful. Oh. Okay. Y'all got anything? You got anything in here? Y'all fucking. Oh, chest. It's locked. Oh, it's not. I'll take it. She smelled me coming. She smelled the pour on me. Rip. Okay. We have successfully stolen from these people who called me poor. I feel accomplished. Feel good about this. Hi, down. Alright. Now I have to go we have to go all the way. We can go up to the Viscount Keep, and I think that's when we get Avalon. No. Yes. That way. The map do be confusing me. But it's not the map's fault. It's because I'm stupid. Less po than before. Hello, everyone. Morning. Morning. Hello. Epcock?
Good luck getting in.
Hierarchy of the Circle. It is no simple matter safeguarding ordinary men from mages and mages from themselves. Each circle tower must have some measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for their own actions, to sin and fail, as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory on our own strength. You, who will be tasked with the protection of the circle, must be aware of its workings. The first enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course his circle will take, he will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and you will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be the senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. From this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Beneath the council are the enchanters. They are the teachers and mentors of the tower, and you must get to know them in order to keep your finger on the pulse of the circle, for the enchanters will always know what is happening among the children. All those who have passed their harrowing but have not taken apprentices are mages. This is where most trouble in the circle lies. It is in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they most often pose threats to themselves due to their lack of training than to anyone else. Knight Commander Serene of the Chantry Templars in a letter to his successor.
I've been waiting all day.
I've been waiting all day. Problem exists between computer and chair. Epcock. Epcock. Epcock.
The
Epcock.
Viscount must be terribly busy.
Epcock.
You're getting mud on my...
Pepcock. Chantry hierarchy. The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact 2 Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman house in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man house in the Argent Spire in Minrathous. Neither Divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, Divine is addressed as Most Holy or Your Perfection. We've also read this in Origins. White Pope, Black Pope. Beneath the rank of Divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their region. They travel to Val Royeaux when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering to the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as Your Reverence. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the Chantry and consist of 3 main groups: Affirmed, Initiates, and Clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the Chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the Chantry for succor. Often they are people who have led a difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar, unfortunates who are raised into the Chantry life. The Affirmed take care of the Chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folks who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the Chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They are often found in Chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries of books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics placed in charge of such archives are given the title Elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of a mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as Brother Genitivi. Are you a Templar, Stan, Mike? So they create the problem by not training all mages and say they are dangerous. We have two different stances in chat, apparently. I'm pro-mage. I don't like Templars.
I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat.
You're looking well, Syrah.
Meredith. Oh! You bitch. The Lamaran Accord. It's 50 years. That is how long it took the Imperium to drive out the Canary occupation, but the rest of the northern Thetis was not so lucky. Both Divines, White and Black, declared exalted marches, and for only a time since the schism of the Chantry, they worked together. A century-long siege resulted with the giant Canary entrenched in Antiva and Ravane and all of Thetis throwing armies against them. The war drained the resources of every nation in Thetis, leaving most on the brink of collapse. For the Giants, it did not appear to be the damage of their armada or the loss of their soldiers, but the terrible toll upon the Ravani population that prompted their retreat. When the third new exalted march had all but massacred the people of Kontar without even chipping the Canary occupying force, the Giants finally withdrew. The treaty that put an official end to the Canary Wars was signed on the politically neutral island of Lamaran off the southern coast of Ravane. 150 years after their assault on the mainland began, the Canary left our shores. They received the northern archipelago in exchange for cessation of their hostilities against all of the nations on the Accord. Only Tevinter refused to sign, and so the war continues to rage in the Imperium to the present day. It's worth noting, however, that the Kingdom of Ravane immediately violated the treaty, twice. Once when the humans of northern Ravane, nearly all practitioners of the Qun and therefore by definition Canary, refused to leave their homes and go in exile to the islands, and again when the Ravane Chantry and nationalist forces, unable to convert its people back to the worship of the Maker, tried a purge by the sword, slaughtering countless unarmed people and burying them in mass graves. It's a fortunate mystery that the leaders of Kontar did not alert their allies in the Northern Passage, or we'd still be fighting the Giants now. Waste. I'm pro-dwarf. I'm never pro-dwarf. Solus did nothing wrong then. Solus? He had the right idea.
Oh, hey, you
City! 26 months, that's crazy. Wow, thank you. Everything wrong that's ever happened in these games equals mages. As someone who mains mages in this game, I'm offended. Because everything that's gone right in this game is also due to mages, on my end at least. The Enigma of Kirkwall. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperium-era records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city, at least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books set aflame. Is our quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Mafarath's armies toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived, but why march here of all places? What were they coming here for? Behind a panel with curious markings signed, the Band of 3. I think that Solus...
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public.
Did what he had to do.
Good luck getting in.
Good luck getting in. Shut up. Adventure Magers, Civil War, Anders. Veil ripping apart, Solus. Killing the Archdemon, Mage. Doing whatever in Kirkwall, Mage. Sealing the veil. And the veil rips. Mage. Mage.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
Takes a mage to fix mage problems. Well, Templars aren't doing it. They're just going around killing and doing the rites of tranquility to all of them. Kirkwall City Guard. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops or draw a holy order in order to order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people and will enforce the laws we have elected for a civil and ordered society. And should the specter of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population, for who better to amass the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection? This is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honored to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of a free people. You ever just realize you can't read? You ever just realize you're illiterate? A study of the fifth blight. Volume 1. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the fifth blight was a true blight or merely a large darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Kokari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Kaelin Theron was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization, but they failed. Darkspawn overran the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties which compelled the races of men to join in arms against the massing horde. Civil War wouldn't have happened if there was no abuse by the Templars. Blight being caused by the mages is just chantry BS. I don't believe it. Interesting. What do you believe, then? Was it a real blight or blip? Veil ripping was the right choice. I think, Oh, Evelyn, hi. I think it's one of those situations where it was just like... It was probably going to happen sooner or later.
Hello, Hawk.
Hi.
That's it. What?
Why doesn't she love me?
Sorry. It feels like we just talked.
Why don't you love me,
I've been
Aveline?
keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, let's just say I don't want to lose track of you. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Because technically, from what we know about like the Veil and everything, Solus essentially locked them away. The Avenuris, that is. So, and we know that he was attempting to transfer them because the prison wouldn't hold them any longer, essentially. So he was just trying. He was trying to help. If it is Chantry propaganda, then why are the Architect and Corypheus walking about like, yeah, bro, see them Darkspawn? We did that because fuck God. I'm waiting for a definite answer. Hey, Shrow!
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people.
We do know that the Evanuris, at least Gillenine and Elgernon, are blighted going into Veilguard.
Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
I'm dipping a whole baguette into homemade tomato soup. Fuck yeah, dude.
If you're the type the locals want.
That sounds delicious.
If you argue enough, you kind of
Joel made dinner and it was really good, but I ate like maybe a third of it and I was like, I'm full. And then he ate the rest of it.
Settling in. Are you all right?
Would you hear me if I said yes? How close I hold my memories is my own business.
Okay.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
It's just... What about you, Carv?
No.
All right. Bit of a tit, your brother.
All right, Aveline. You have something
Aveline.
worth doing?
My patrols may be empty. An ambush. Probably for a cat. Doesn't matter, though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it.
I'm with you.
I knew they're hidden up sunder. And no, you can... You're at...
Okay. We are gonna take a cheeky little break here. Because I got an ad coming up and I do have to pee. And we will discuss some more Dragon Age conspiracy theories in a little bit. So I'll be right back. Stick around. Wrong button. Wrong button. Chat doesn't need to know my shame. Civil War would have been avoided if Anders didn't nuke the church because he corrupted the spirit inside him with, I know Anders smarter, fuck that guy, but there's no way the war would not have happened. Maybe later, but the problems were real and the Red Lyrium episode happened despite Anders not doing anything. Anders is just as responsible as the Templar Order. I think that Anders expedited the conflict between the mages and the Templars. I think that it was sort of inevitable that that sort of clash was going to happen, but it definitely expedited things. I want to know what addiction. Fortress Saga. Where's Lord Gasimba's wrong button? Wrong button. Where? Yeah, turn around. No, y'all are just straight chilling. Love that. Pop off. No? Okay. Oh. I can't get that because fucking Varric doesn't know how to pick fucking locks. Worst rogue ever.
That corner looks dusty. How embarrassing.
Red Lyrium equals mages. Technically, Red Lyrium was a dwarven thing. Because the dwarves are the ones that mine the lyrium. And we see a lot of Templars and stuff using the Red Lyrium in Inquisition. Night Ad! Thanks for chilling, man. Let's see, Lowtown. There. Just gonna keep bopping back and forth until there's no more.
Did you approve my application?
I can't make you a guard carver.
We were both soldiers.
Elvin.
Why won't they take me?
You're welcome.
And I follow orders. The thieves are gone, guardsman.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Okay. I'll take it.
Will everyone please just step back?
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I'm looking for someone.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of slew the archdemon to save us all. Fat lot they care here. We're out.
I mean, it came from the mines, but it was created by the Magisters because it's lyrium with blight taint.
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden? Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see
Yes.
what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
They don't like the Templars. So we can blame Coryphia. Listen, as much as I don't like Corypheus because like he's a bad guy or whatever, motherfucker had the hardest fucking line in like any piece of media. The one where he said, I saw the throne of the gods and it was empty. Hardest fucking line. I need to look up the line now, just like... The champion withered to Venter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods and it was empty. Hardest fucking line.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my
Creepy
neck out
face?
for some
Creepy
purveyor of
face?
henbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
However, I'm gonna give you a fucking swirly.
Gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
I can hardly blame him.
He's the coolest motherfucker I've ever seen in games. I think between him and the Architect are probably like, I would say like the best antagonists.
Look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
It was Sarah's name for Corypheus. I probably was, oh yes.
Taking up a collection to afford the burning.
Okay.
My wife died yesterday.
My wife. My wife. Angry refugee.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer.
Okay.
We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Are you threatening me?
Does this really seem like a good idea?
Where are my feet?
Let's show these folks a little Ferelden.
Where'd my feet go? Oh boy! That's a lot of you. Oh, you guys are weak. Came to the wrong side of town, motherfuckers. I got Avalon now, too. Avalon goes hard.
Never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Grippers? Where'd my grippers go? Alright.
I'm surprised you still.
Shut up, Carver.
Carver, don't.
You're up.
Go to Darktown. Had some of the hardest lines. I hope we find out what happened with like the architect. I think that would be quite nice. Hey guys, chill out. Chill out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Perfect angle.
You do get results, don't you?
Better pizza, better results. Hawk. Did you guys like my slogan?
What a crock.
Logan as a vampire just riffing at you about free will being an illusion. Alright, let's read. The Tevinter Imperium. For good or ill, the Imperium has put its stamp on Thedas forever. The old Imperial Highway is still in use across most of Thedas. The ruins of Tevinter fortresses and centers of magical study still litter our landscapes long after the glory of the Imperium dimmed. But the influence of the ancient empire goes deeper than this. Without Tevinter, there would have been no blights, no Andraste, no Chantry. Every aspect of our world would be altered. The might and majesty of the Imperium may have faded, but it still makes its presence known even in the most distant corners of Thedas. Every child has been brought up on stories of Tevinter as it is now, a decadent nation ruled by the Archon and his court of magisters, great and no doubt corrupt mage lords. Their Chantry a mockery of our own, their black divine a man chosen from the ranks of Minrath's circle of magi. The Maker's most hallowed law, magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him, perverted. Mages in the Imperium say their most sacred duty is to serve man, and they serve best by wielding political power. And the worst, that which blessed Andraste must weep to see, all of it is built on a foundation of slavery. While most nations forbid the buying and selling of slaves within their own borders, nearly everyone ships her people to the Imperium for sale, skirting the prohibitions against such atrocities and feeding the Imperium's endless hunger for bodies. To fight the Qunari, to work the mines and quarries, to build the palaces of the magisters, to sweep the crumbling streets and turn the middens and serve at the whim of their mage overseers. From Black City, Black Divine, a study of the Tevinter Imperium by Sister Patrine, Chantry Scholar. Darktown. In his overwhelming urge to kill Gaff. See, mages. Listen, we know that the Tevinter Imperium is kind of sucks. Although my favorite thing is, so from what we've seen of Minrathous from the Veilguard gameplay, it now makes sense why Dorian in Inquisition was like, you people live like this? Gross. Makes sense now. Kirkwall, Darktown. Darktown was once a mine controlled by the Tevinter Imperium. Once exhausted, the mine shafts were extended under the city to dispose of sewage from Kirkwall's overcrowded population of slaves. Unsurprisingly, the tunnels became a refuge for those fleeing captivity. A similar trend continues today. The Undercity, as some call it, is home to the diseased, the insane, to criminals, and even the dead. Unwanted corpses are often discarded here by murderers and lazy undertakers. Darktown's slums make Lowtown look pleasant in comparison. The foul miasma known as choke damp clogs and swells in every corner of the Darktown. Why did they put that there? The Darktown. They could just put Darktown, creating a poisonous mist. Its sewers are a dangerous place. The walls are damp, slick, and coated with phosphorescent lichen. The sewer is a maze, and one foolish enough to enter is not likely to be heard from again. Funny how they should talk about Tevinter, but then when they enslave the elves, the Chantry just becomes blind. Yeah, like, I do not see. I hate the Chantry. I hate organized religion.
Well, now we know where the sewers lead.
Let's go. Amel Estate. Treaty. Let's do little. There you go. Hi, buddy. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm trying to click you, buddy. Help me help you. Wait. Oh, God, I love this game. Let me click you. Never mind.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna. Yeah. Just trying to. Yeah, that's fine. Fuck it, fireball. This archer is hardy, dude. The kind of people that say they need help, but when someone shows up, they just ignore. Help me help you.
Rule of thumb: if the criminal runs to the
Deathroot has been used in magic and potion making for centuries. It's a fragile-looking plant with a thin stalk and purple flowers, which fruits once a year, developing bright red fleshy pods that cause disorientation and dizziness if ingested. There are two varieties. The more common Arcanist Deathroot was first found by Archon Hydranius, when he discovered it growing on several dead slaves. The other, Lunatic's Deathroot, is most closely associated with the story of the courtesan Melusine, who sought revenge on a powerful magister and his family. She harvested the plant, baked it into small pies for the magister's banquet, and presented them to the magister at a banquet. All the guests were seized by terrifying hallucinations after eating the pies and tore each other to pieces. Hop off. Pussy Pop Slay Girl. I don't want to go down there. It's a fight. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. We'll do it later. Misdirection. The mage casts a binding spell that makes an enemy likely to miss and prevents it from inflicting hits. Alright, we'll go do, and we'll come back. We'll come back to that, because that guy might fuck on me right now. I'm not sure yet. He's a mage, though. And he might fuck on me. Can I talk to this guy yet? Oh, there we go.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk.
Tom
I've
Wise?
seen you since Mirren hired me for that Red Iron job. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a living.
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? The Red Iron's been scarce, and business has been a little slow. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something?
I love
Just let me know.
the word reagent.
Since you're an old friend,
That's very pleasing.
my speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Thanks. Yeah, look at those ears. I tell you, man, the elven design in Dragon Age 2 is elite. Where the fuck am I going? What? Shut up. Where am I? Where am I going? That's racist. I mean, as long as you don't call them knife ears. That's racist. It's not nice. Hey! Get out of my house! Get out of my house! I want waffle fries. Fuck it, fireball. Hey, I have the knife here pass. Okay, so my best friends are elves. No! Like, no. Oops. We're eventually gonna go through our inventory, but now is not that time. Because the inventory for Dragon Age 2 just, I don't like it, okay? I don't like looking at it. The interface is bad. Combat assassins, okay. Hey, are you an assassin? If you're an assassin, you have to tell me. Oh, that wasn't close enough. Yeah. Get haunted, idiot. Okay, wait. I wonder if you go Crow in Veilguard, will you have to hunt Zevran at some point? Okay, here's my headcanon. Here's my thought. What if Zevran is now the head of the Antivan Crows because he killed? Because that was his thing. He was going and hunting crows after Dragon Age Origins. What if he's now the head of it? He just, like, took it over. I mean, with his look, that's probably most likely. That's my thought, is that Zevran is the head of the Antivan Crows. And also, Isabella is the Lords of Fortune. This is my headcanon. Isabella is the Lords of Fortune. There's another one, I think. And Fenris is the leader of the Shadow Dragons. that's my thoughts. Isabella, Lords of Fortune. Fenris is the leader of the Shadow Dragons, and Zevran is the leader of the Crows. I thought that was canon from the book. Is it? I know they mentioned the Lords of Fortune in Absolution. In my playthrough, Isabella also hooked up with Hawk. I love that. Beep boop.
If you have a plan, get to it.
The Amel family. It's truly sad what happened to the Amels, isn't it? I still remember grandmother talking about the balls that Lord Aristide used to hold at their estate and the Antivan violin players and dancers from Asfana. Afsana? No expense was spared and no one would dare miss it, lest someone think they weren't worthy of an invitation. And then poor Revka had the child. Magical talent running in one of Kirkwall's most prominent families. The Templars had considered Lord Aristide to be... I wonder if it's called if it's pronounced Aristide. I want to stick with Aristide. To be Viscount after Threnhold's arrest. Can you imagine the scandal had he been chosen? They whisked the child away to the circle and the Amels simply had no luck after that. Leandra ran off with a Ferelden mage and then Damien was accused of smuggling. Poor Lord Faustin almost bankrupted his family trying to get the charges dropped, but then I hear Viscount Marlowe simply wanted the Amels out of the picture, and it worked too, didn't it? By the time Lord Faustin got sick, there was only young Gamlin left and a mountain of debt. I spoke to Dulce just the other day, and apparently Gamlin is now living in some low-town shack. Sounds like the sort of character you'd cross a street to avoid. And let's not even talk about the estate. Mother says we should remember the Amels because that sort of thing could happen to any of us. You know the old saying, a martyr's fortune rises and falls with the tide. If you ask me, this is just another misfortune that magic brings to honest folk, and Droste help that poor family whatever lies in store for them. Excerpt from a letter written by Lady Amelie de Montfort. Look, mages again. Mommy wanted the mage wienering. Not the mage wienering. Isabella was hot in Origins too, though. Although I would love to see Isabella like updated even more. Where am I going? This way? G'day. How do you do, fellow assassins? Oh, that's awkward. I missed my fireball. Unfortunate.
I missed my fireball and then I gooped up. You'll ever be gooping.
Lace cuffs. Ooh la la. Ooh. Oh. I like that the Mind Blast in this game like knocks them back. That's very satisfying. Because in Origin, it just I'm pretty certain that it just stunned them. It didn't actually knock them back. History of Kirkwall, Chapter 2. As the Imperium's borders slowly receded after the devastation of the First Blight and the subsequent barbarian invasion, many outposts in the area known today as the Free Marches were cut off from the centers of power. Numerous warlords tried consolidating the region into a single kingdom, but resistance prevailed. Emirius held out for almost a century until it fell to a slave revolt in 25 Ancient. It was not the first such revolt Emirius suffered, but it was the last. It started when an Alamari slave named Radin began earning popularity and power by pushing for better conditions. Radin's growing influence prevented the Magisters from touching him, but eventually they had him poisoned. Furious, a group of Radin's supporters stormed the gallows and were massacred, and so began a bloody year-long rebellion. The city burned and wealthy Hightown was sacked. The magisters hung before cheering crowds. Emirius assumed the new name of Kirkwall, Kirk meaning black, after its jetstone cliffs. The new city plunged into anarchy for over a decade, and its defenses fell into ruin. Kirkwall has been conquered many times since, the city's own independence suffering since the freeing of its slaves. From Kirkwall, the City of Chains, by Brother Genetivi, 924 Dragon. Does it look like I can go? Why is there something here and I can't get to it? Let me in. I wish.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Oh. Hi. Oh, awkward. Don't. Careful. I'm just gonna. Hold on. Alright, well, that didn't work. I hate going up against mages. Fuck you. Alright, let's just get rid of these guys. Evelyn, baby, take a little health potion. You need to take a little health potion, Evelyn. My girl. Stop! Knock. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Carver, do something. Do something useful. You fucking idiot. Oh, I gotta run. Oh, I gotta run. Oh, I'm running. Oh, I'm running. Oh, I'm running. Goodbye. Where? What the fuck are you doing? Carver, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Not after all this.
Carver, it is on site, dude. Can I get my sister up, please? Almost strike. Was useless. That's why I don't like playing fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop moving, just hit him. Oh, I didn't want that one. I didn't want that one. I didn't want that one. Okay, what if you guys just got up? Yeah! Let's go! Off, queen. You think there will be a fourth forbidden one in Belgard? Maybe. Alright, level you up. I honestly don't, like... I have a lot of thoughts for what I think is gonna happen in Veilguard, but I also, like, kind of... I don't know either. Tremor, push a warrior. Scatter! Alright. I need you to chill. Here we go. Truly, I am the queen of just getting myself out of precarious situations. Go, Barrick.
Please learn to parry. Love your innards. Ouch.
Is this gonna? Sweet. Hello. That was devastating for him. It is a truth universally acknowledged that nothing is more successful at inspiring a person to mischief as being told not to do something. Unfortunately, the Chantry of the Divine Age had some trouble with obvious truths. Although it did not outlaw magic, quite the contrary, as the Chantry relied upon magic to kindle the eternal flame which burns in every brazier in every Chantry, it relegated mages to lighting candles and lamps and perhaps occasional dusting of rafters and eaves. I will give my readers a moment to contemplate how well such a role satisfied the mages of the time. It surprised absolutely no one when the mages of Val Royeaux, in protest, snuffed the sacred flames of the cathedral and barricaded themselves inside the choir loft. No one, that is, but Divine Ambrosia II, who was outraged and attempted to order an exalted march upon her own cathedral. Even her most devout Templars discouraged the idea. For 21 days, the fires remained unlit while negotiations were conducted, legend tells us, by shouting back and forth from the loft. The mages went cheerily into exile in a remote fortress outside of the capital, where they would be kept under the watchful eye of the Templars and a council of their own elder magi. Outside of normal society and outside of the Chantry, the mages would form their own closed society, the Circle, separated for the first time in human history. And Ishmael, but I think there has to be more to the story than just the 3 OP demons. I feel like Imshale, because he was. I feel like there has to be more as well. I would assume that there's sort of one for each like sin, you know? Like we have all of the different demons, so I would imagine that there would be more. Excuse me, thank you.
That has to be the vault.
What's
if
it?
there's anything to learn about the family,
Okay.
That's where it is. So this is it.
Hello.
Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
Not yet.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
Not them being fucking Bali and the last one being the nameless one. There you go. I think Bleak should sue. Excuse me, Bleak. BioWare is infringing upon your IP.
Maybe I should put you to use, Varric. Have you penned some warnings?
Who's that for? The most criminal fake
Sweet.
leaders. Seems like pacifying the nobles.
Pictures, then. It was just a suggestion.
Well, how about a giant sign?
Chanter's board.
Don't. You could hit.
There's nothing there.
Thank you. I get the point.
I love navigating through Dragon Age 2. It's so much fun. Hello. Fucking peace.
100 times more cut purses here than in Lowtown.
What? You know what we haven't done? We haven't saved in a while. Hello. Hello. Oh, awkward. Oh boy. just... Oh, yeah, buddy. Get him. Poof. Oh, damn. Get fucked on. Okay, cool. Damn, she's getting fucked on. R.I.P. We did it. Okay. Charity, cunning, Hey guys, don't mind the murder that just happened. That's not your business. Area. Yes. And we can go back to Darktown and talk to Anders. Hi. Ladylike. Unladylike Moopa. Good night, love you. Bye. Have good sleep. What way am I going? I am going the wrong way. Who sleeps? Soon to be one sleep. And then no sleeps. That's crazy, girl. Crazy. Are there two doors? Ominous. Hey, you fuck. Oh.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm not, you fucking freak.
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death? Not healing and salvation.
Healing and salvation.
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
My Grey Warden would never. Or Pouncelot.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast.
Lost the batteries and now
Uh-oh. By a Genlock once. He
Uh-oh.
on the nose.
My warden would never. I gave him the cat.
The warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons.
Everyone gets pussy. A cat.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I want your help.
I'm part of an expedition into the Deep Roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted Deep Roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal?
I will punch you right in your cocksucker, dude.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him.
You let the old ass warren do them blood magic spells and origins? Yeah, I did. I did do that. Whoops.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
had
did
been
do that.
exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the galley. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make...
That's... yes. And
Yeah.
goes against no will of the
Yeah.
Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Mages need their
Forcing
freedom.
mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get.
It's a way to combat the blight. That's what I tell myself.
How do you plan?
I'm hoping. I sent Carl a message to meet, but if there
Carl.
are with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
Kills people, Carl.
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maid's, then the letters stopped coming.
I'm not sure about attacking Templars. I might rather take my chances with the Darkspawn.
Battling the blight, Carl.
It is because doesn't fighting
I have a hunger that only hands can
I
satisfy.
don't need more reasons to hunt us. These are my terms.
Become an apostate
If you want
with
my
us,
aid with your
Carl.
Meet me in the Chantry tonight. I have sent word to Carl to be there.
Rise up,
Make a
Carl. History of Kirkwall. Try that again. The Threnhold family assumed its foreboding control of the city at the very onset of the Dragon Age. Is that the thing? Is it the thing, guys? Less than a week after Merrick Theron retook the Ferelden throne from Orlais. Since this was followed by a civil war in Antiva, the much maligned Three Queens era, and a coup in the Tevinter Imperium, many thought that the Dragon Age would bring devastating change. Perhaps this was a hasty estimate, but it was true for Kirkwall. Viscount Chivalry Threnhold was a vicious thug who took power through a campaign of intimidation, and his son Perrin, who succeeded him in 914 Dragon, was even worse. Taxes were crippling, and Perrin Threnhold used the ancient chains extending from the twins standing at Kirkwall's harbor, unused since the new Exalted Marches, to block sea traffic and charge exorbitant fees from Orlesian ships. The Empire threatened invasion following the closure of the Waking Sea Passage, and for the first time, the Chantry used the Templars to pressure the Viscount. Until that point, the Templars had done nothing to counter the Threnholds, even though, as the largest armed force in Kirkwall, they could have. Knight Commander Gillian's only written comment was in a letter to Divine Beatrix III. It is not our place to interfere in political affairs. We are here to safeguard the city against magic, not against itself. The Divine, as a friend to the Emperor, clearly had other ideas. In response, Viscount Perrin hired a mercenary army, forcing a showdown with the Templars. They stormed the gallows and hung Knight Commander Gillian. Is it Julian? It might be Julian. Gillian, igniting a series of battles that ended with Perrin's arrest and the last of his family's rule. The Templars were hailed as heroes, and even though they wished to remain out of Kirkwall's affairs, it was now forced upon them. Knight Commander Meredith appointed Lord Marlowe Dumar as the new Viscount in 921 Dragon, and she has remained influential in the city's rule ever since. They hung him, Carl. At the gallows, Carl. Alright. Carl, that kills people, Carl.
Just keep...
Shut up. Speak to me. Begone, thought. Actually, let's look at our stuff here. Tranquility. Go to the Chantry in Hightown at night to help Anders smuggle his friend Carl out of Kirkwall. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. There's the other thing down here that we need to get. I remembered. I don't know where it is, but I remembered. It's down there. Will I get fucked on? Probably. Hey guys. How's it going? Oh, you're not fucking on me right now. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I expect that we will meet again in the future. Armed combat. Out of Darktown. This place sucks.
In the guard.
There's 10 slots in the
I'm
quick bar.
just saying,
Okay.
blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
Gamlin, you are the worst.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Get his ass, Mom.
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should...
He's a...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her. The estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Keep reading.
Check out the part where Gamlin is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlin, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important.
He took our money.
It is.
Let's eat him.
Come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life.
The only retribution is cannibalism.
Was I supposed to wait?
Did you wait 1 minute?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra.
Because you're a disappointment, Gamlin. Did you ever think about that?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did.
Disappointment.
And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlin. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount.
Because he didn't take part in the family-loving activity of cannibalism.
Then I had better get started.
I have a hunger that only hands can satisfy. Okay. No, no. No. Alright, we have family history. Let's go there.
So, what do you do, Aveline?
Ooh, a template.
You know, I'm a god.
Makes me
Why you
uncomfortable.
In your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
Hello.
Mages, you talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
Carver, you're a bitch.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks.
Yeah, but I'm the hawk.
I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
You have a good memory.
Father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
So he was a bad
Sounds
Templar.
like he didn't quite understand the job.
Good man, bad Templar.
Can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Thanks, buddy.
Such a friendship. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivard Carver.
Oh. Wow. Doesn't that make sense? I get the fuck out of here. Okay, Chantry remains of... Okay, we gotta go to access to Hightown. Okay. We are cruising. Highway. Highway. I can't read maps. Which way to go? Shut up! City is confusing. I go this way. Hope I'm not the only person who just cannot navigate.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. You've gained quite a rep. I find myself in need of someone.
My special talents?
Special talent.
I'm guessing you don't mean my ability to juggle small rodents.
If that is your greatest skill, then I have been misinformed. I am looking.
No, but I'm like, I don't. Which way am I going? Where am I?
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a...
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Sounds easy enough.
We're both intelligent.
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with...
Kind of creatures.
I don't know what they look... The guards say these things have already torn through...
Alright, I'll do it.
I'll take the...
Bring the fugitive... Not only will you be well...
Okay, bye. See you later.
The Chantry, not the symbol it could be.
Alright, but like, that goes so hard, dude. Kirkwall is like, I feel like if they had time to actually make Kirkwall like really nice, and like they didn't like rush this game in like 9 months, like, this shit could have went so fucking hard.
I don't like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
Talk to my sister. She's the one in charge.
The commandments of the Maker. These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods. Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children. They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond. All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. Those who bear false witness and work to deceive others know this: there is but one truth. All things are known to our Maker, and he shall judge their lies. All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters do harm to their livelihood and to their peace of mind. Our Maker sees this with heavy hearts. Transfigurations 115.
Who says I don't mean her too? This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Andraste bread.
Quit asking you to stop spying on me, help in
Shut
the
up.
least.
No.
Andraste, the bride of the Maker. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by the Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Minrathous, leaving behind only the old and the infirm. One of the captives was the child Andraste. She was raised in slavery in a foreign land. She escaped, then made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Alamari warlord. Each day she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained slaves in Tevinter. The false gods of the mountain and the winds did not answer her, but the true God did. The Maker spoke. He showed her all of the work of his hands, the Fade, the world, and all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him, lavishing devotion upon mute idols and demons, and how he had left them to their fate. But her voice had reached him and so captivated him that he offered her a place at his side, that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return, to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband, Mafarath, and told him all that the Maker had revealed to her. Together, they rallied the Alamari and marched forth against the Mage Lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself, fire and flood, famine and earthquake. Everywhere they went, Andraste sang to the people of the Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until they were a vast tide washing over the Imperium, and when Mafarath saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. At last, the armies of Andraste and Mafarath stood before the very gates of Minrathous, but Andraste was not with them, for Mafarath had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to the Tevinter. For this, the Archon would give Mafarath all of the lands to the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all of the armies of the Alamari and of Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned, while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. But as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened. He took pity on Andraste and drew his sword and granted her the mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved, cursed Mafarath, cursed mankind for their betrayal, and turned once again from creation, taking only Andraste with him. And Our Lady sits still at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. Hello. You guys are the same person, aren't you? You're the same person. Interesting. Let's go gambling. I just. Thank you. History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. The first blight devastated the Tevinter Imperium. Not only had the Darkspawn ravaged the countryside, but the Tevinter citizens had to face the fact that their own gods had turned against them. Dumont, the old god, once known as the Dragon of Silence, has risen to silence the world, and despite the frenzied pleas for help, the other gods, old gods, did nothing. The people of the Tevinter of the Imperium began to question their faith, murdering priests and burning temples to punish their gods for not returning to help. In those days, even after the devastation of the First Blight, the Imperium stretched across the known world. Fringed with barbarian tribes, the Imperium was well prepared for invasions and attacks from without. Fitting, then, that the story of its downfall begins from within. People of the far northern and eastern reaches of the Imperium rose up against their powerful overlords in rebellion. The Tevinter Magister summoned demons to put down those small rebellions, leaving corpses to burn as examples to all who would dare revolt. The Imperium began to tear itself apart from within, throngs of angry and disillusioned citizens doing what centuries of opposing armies could not. But the Magisters were confident in their power, and they could not imagine surviving a blight only to be destroyed by their own subjects. Even after the blight, Tevinter commanded an army larger than that of any other organized nation in Thedas, but the army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of Tevinter was such that the Alamari barbarians, who had spread their clans and holds over the wilderness of Ferelden Valley at the far southeast edge of the Imperium, saw weakness in their enemy, and after an age of oppression, embarked on a campaign not only to free their own lands, but to bring down mighty Tevinter as well. The leader of the Blessed Campaign were the great barbarian warlord Mafarath and his wife Andraste. Their dreams and ambitions would change the world forever. Boop, boop. Blocks of the golden food. The founding of the Chantry. Cordelius Dracon, king of the city-state of Orlais, was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year -15 ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker and declared that by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian faith to the world. In -3 ancient, the temple was completed. There, in its heart, Dracon knelt before the eternal flame of Andraste and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlais. His first act as emperor to declare the Chantry and establish the Andrastian religion of the empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Olessa of Montesimar was elected to lead the new Chantry. Upon her coronation as divine, she took the name Justinia, in honor of the disciple who recorded Andraste's songs. In that moment, the ancient era ended and the divine age began. I like codexes. Parval the occupied north. In the 30th year of the Steel Age, the Qunari ships were sighted off the coast of Parvalan in the far north, marking the beginning of a new age of warfare. History calls this the First Qunari War, but it was mostly a one-sided bloodbath, with the Qunari advancing far into the mainland. Qunari warriors in glittering steel armor carved through armies with ease. Their cannons, the likes of which our ancestors had never seen, reduced city walls to rubble in a matter of seconds. Stories of Qunari occupation vary greatly. It is said they dismantled families and sent captives to learning camps for indoctrination into their religion. Those who refused to cooperate disappeared to mines or construction camps. For every tale of suffering, however, there is another of enlightenment deriving from something called the Qun. This is either a philosophical code or a written text that governs all aspects of Qunari life, perhaps both. One converted Saharan reported pity for those who refused to embrace the Qun, as if the conquerors had led him to some sort of self-discovery. For all my life, I followed the Maker wherever his path led me, he wrote, but in the Qun I have found the means to travel my own path. It has been said that the most complete way to wipe out a people is not with blades, but with books. Thankfully, a world that has repelled 4 blights would not easily bow to foreign aggressor, and so the exalted marches began. The greatest advantage of the Chantry-led forces was the circle of Magi. For all their technology, the Qunari appeared to harbor great hatred for magic. Faced with cannons, the Chantry responded with lightning and balls of fire. The Qunari armies lacked the sheer numbers of humanity. So many were slain in Marnas Pel on both sides that the veil is said to be permanently sundered, the ruins still plagued by restless corpses. But each year the Chantry pushed further and further into the Qunari lines, although local converts to the Qun proved difficult to return to Andraste's teachings. By the end of the Storm Age, the Qunari were truly pushed back. Ravain was the only human land that retained the Qunari religion after being freed, and its rulers attempted to barter a peace. Most human lands signed the Lamarian Accord, accepting the Tevinter Imperium. It is a shaky peace that has lasted to this day.
Look what I found. Your reason for living.
A corpse. We found a corpse, is what we found. Area. Box of the golden pool. We're gonna get to like nighttime at some point. I think after this though, we are going to probably end the turn in this class. Up. Oh, hi Bash. Here you go. How's it going, Bashman? Save. How goes the dating sim? We haven't met Fenris yet, but we're getting it. We did a lot of quests today. Did a lot of quests, and luckily we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing a little bit tomorrow. And then we will be likely off the rest of the week, though we might have a cheeky little get ready with us stream, maybe Friday for the first day of PAX. I gotta talk to Bones about that, but yeah. So we will be at PAX. Oh my goodness, Mortal! Hi, Mortal. We're just ending, but we're gonna go raid over into Queep. So stick around, Raiders, for a little raid train. That was Gears. If you guys are at PAX, if anyone's going to be at PAX West this weekend, and you see me and Bones bopping around, come say hi. I have a couple of panels that I want to go to. There's going to be a Baldur's Gate 3 panel that I kind of want to check out, as well as some TTRPG panels I'm hoping to get into. So, and then we're going to be checking out some games and stuff. I must pass out now. Good night. Good night, Mortal. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, I'm excited for PAX. I'm excited to go and talk to people. Bones and I will be little goblins. We will not be goblins in the wood, so we'll be restrained goblins, I'm sure, being in public. But yeah, if you see us at PAX, come say hi. But we will be back here tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific for some more Dragon Age. We're gonna try and get through some more Dragon Age before I'm basically gonna be off for a week. But next week, next Thursday, I'm gonna be starting my little, I'm calling it Table Talk. Sort of, kind of right now. We might change the title, but that's gonna be our little, I think we're gonna do it every other week. It's going to be my every other week little segment where we go through and flip through various TTRPGs that I have, TTRPG books. Now, this will be either physical books that I have or PDFs that I have. I do have another little webcam that I'm going to kind of do a little top-down view for. I have to set that up. We'll be setting that up next week. But I'm excited. I have all of these TTRPGs that I have just been sitting on my shelf gathering dust, and I think that we're going to be starting with Kids on Bikes first. I have the 2nd edition, so I think we're going to start with that first because I will be running a Kids on Bikes game in October. We'll be doing a spooky little Kids on Bikes 2-shot, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, stick around. We're going to go right over into Creep. She, as per usual on Monday nights, is doing some mini painting. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for talking Dragon Age with me. Kids on Bikes, great system. One day I'll get to run the game of that. Hush you. I'm doing my best. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.